Hi, Leo. All right, welcome to this place. Happy now. Happy New Year. Made it through 2023. Good. Great. Whole new year. At least Gregorian, right? Then we get a new year again in the spring, which is exciting. It's kind of like January, February, and then April, right? New things there. So, Aries has something to do with this. If you also enjoy poetry, I feel like Khalil Gibran is a part of this, or some kind of poet that you like. Maybe there's a poem that you is important to you or that you have written. I guess these are also soft words, usually poetry, right? So your overarching theme is this fox energy came out for you. I like the fox. Kitsune, if we take it as a kitsune, it's about wisdom. Every so often, once there's enough experience gained, then it gains another tail. Once it reaches a certain amount, then it can actually change into, it has the ability to change into something that it hasn't been before. Exactly. It doesn't have to stay there. It's just an opportunity to be able to create in this way. So let's read straight out of the book. Fox represents being smart. It also represents strong, like your strong partnerships with people, or it could be even be your mate. It's also very much a wise teacher. Maybe you want to think about the intelligent people in your life. The strengths of your partner, if you, let's say romantically are involved. It could be also the strength of like your business partner. And then who's your wise teacher? Who's your wise counsel? Okay, it says fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt very well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Zinga. Fox energy helps us to stay true to stay true to what and who are most dear to us. When this card appears, we are being asked to reconnect to those that we love, or that which we love. I suppose a bit of both. It says foxes don't do well when they slip away. And to bring it into balance, or to keep it at a balance point, any kind of partnership or connection is very helpful. And you actually have this beloved energy, this Venusian energy. Aries had this too. Did we mention that Aries is important? I also see your second house being highlighted. Okay. Let's look at your cards. Excuse me, set a timer. I'd like to kind of be... Okay. Just a minute, Leo. Oh yeah, Aries will be helpful this month. I guess this is the reading itself that we did collectively, but also I don't know if it's a star in that sign for you. It could be a person, an Aries that you know. This is also folks, you included, that are cool with who they are. You know what I mean? It's like, and they're kind of, I'm seeing someone being very clear, like, I am going to do this. I am ready for this. I am getting back involved with this. I am changing. I like this, and I'm changing that. That was a lot of sentences to fill in. I feel like that would be a good exercise if you'd want to go back and rewind. Excuse me. So okay, I want you to think about the time that you were the best you. Like, that felt the best to you. And I feel like there are good things that are happening now, but that's also important. It's like the way a person acted in the past. The lessons that a person learned through how folks acted in the past in their relationships is, I feel like something was done right, Leo. Let's try to keep this in the present moment for a second. Even though the past, the first card that came up is the past. It's the South Node. Oh, 12 years ago, 13 years ago. You could also go back 4 years ago, 4 to 6, 7 years ago. Anyway, let's come back into the present moment. Well, someone made the right decision in the past. That brought a person here. It created some sort of sustainability. It helps something to sustain. I'm seeing this like a musical, like when you strum a string, right? It's sustaining. The hum or the, it's not necessarily pinging around. It's just flowing outward, something here. Now, I also feel like someone has done some really good deeds in relation to, I heard humanity, something about humanity, or there were some selfless acts, let's put it that way. Because of that, and because a person chooses to respond if necessary versus react, then it's almost as if the door that seemingly was sort of closed, or you know when you're playing a game and you go along and like the door's locked and you're like, all right, well that door's locked, but I know that this is the game I'm playing, so I'm going to at some point find a key. I just need to, now that I know that there's a door, I just have to look, I have to keep on the path, and then eventually keep an eye out for the key. Now I suppose there could, who knows what's in that room or where that goes, because there's all these other like pathways anyway. But it's something to keep, it's something that's kept in the back of someone's mind, like, okay, this, I heard this is an opportunity. Let me talk about that. Maybe it's good to talk about what your opportunity. Let me grab the dictionary. Hold on. Hold on, Leo. Let's get the big boy. See what's going on. You like my Guru? You like my Christmas premiere sweatshirt? Guru the Gangsta. Who's your favorite DJ or what word are we looking up? Opportunity. Manly P. Hall. Opportunity. Orpington. I love this game. Okay. Opportunity. Alright, that's too far. That's too much in the past. That's too much in the future. Opportunity. An appropriate or favorable time or occasion. A situation or condition favorable for attainment of a goal. Number 3, a good position, chance, or prospect for advancement. Now, the word that comes before opportunity is opportunism. This is a practice of adapting actions, decisions, etc. to expediency, regardless of the sacrifice of principle. And number 2, the action or judgment in accordance with this practice. But you know what the thing is I feel like, again, something has already been done. Like you already did something or someone else already did something, and it created this new path. It created this place for you to be here now, and that is very sustaining. That has structure. That has abundance around it. I feel like the other people in your life, your smaller circles, your one-on-one relationships, this could be business or otherwise, actually, it kind of goes across the board, Leo. There's like acquaintances, you know, like, oh, you know, this is a friend of a friend, or this is somebody that somebody you work with knows, etc. Like those kinds of ping pong things. Then I see your friendships, like your small circles, your little communities. Then I see one-on-one relationships in a variance of ways, like that are a little bit tighter. The more that you have like faith about your ability to not repeat your mistakes of the past, especially in your intimate partnerships, it is actually giving you a huge reward. I keep seeing it. It's like there was something about this in the beginning too, Leo. I couldn't remember exactly the words, but when this Jupiter card came, it was like abundance received, or like the big win, or something like this. Like so this is not a time to feel like a loser about anything. I don't want you to feel like you've lost anything, or maybe that's what's moving out of something, is like, because the heart has, there's some good boundaries around relationships too. Like there's some healthy structure around your relationships. And again, I guess the structure around the relationships in relation to these different sized circles are wanting your attention. See, some of you are like a very key player in your community also. Some of you are really good at, like, somebody's good at writing grants or getting people together and like gathering resources. Or it could even be sharing the wealth in some kind of way. Guess it would be a little bit wise being in Capricorn time, as we have this resource card here. The Saturn card is here. Again, some of you are in a really beautiful position right now, and I see the position growing, expanding. It's going to give you what you want, or what you've been wanting. So I guess, how would you feel if you received what it is that would make you happy? I also see putting some structure around when Aries had this too, but like when you finish your day, when you start your day, just a little bit of what's that looking like. And say in ways of health also. Because remember, this year is not last year. This year is not 3 years ago. It's not 4 years ago. It's not 5 years ago. It's this year. It's a whole new year. I suppose we could act exactly the same that we did last year if we want to. And I see that that could sustain whatever it was, meaning like the vibration of it kind of stays the same. But I feel like you're actually meant to expand, and it's something between now and like April, May time. And then I also see September, October. Huh. I would also, I don't know if we mentioned this, but maybe a little bit of structuring around money, perhaps. Just because maybe a part of this is like, what do I have? So what can I give? Right? That's a good thing to know so that you don't burn yourself out, because I know you're a giver, right? You're fire. And you're gonna jump in there, right? You're not afraid of, I heard you're not afraid of the fire, right? You're not afraid to do. Now, I do see a relationship in the heart that's very emphasized. I feel like something due to who you are. This goes, it's like head, it's like your crown chakra, your heart, and your root chakra. So it almost makes this 3 energy. Just a minute. What the word like rich or well, I see the word rich. Maybe some of you know a person named that, but it's also connecting in this way of like, it's, if we think of someone like, oh, they're rich, they have, it's a person that has all the things and they can kind of have anything that they want at any point in time, right? So how are you rich? I feel like there's someone's eating more orange foods, or like orange foods are helpful. Like orange, yellow, maybe more purple kind of foods. I'm also seeing red foods. These are colors. Fruits and veggies, definitely. If you're interested in astrology, I see something about the 6th house. You've actually gained more structure there. And whatever house Aries sits in for you, there's also something that a person's coming to like recognize more of unconscious desires. Interesting. And if you're, whatever your one-on-one relationships are now, especially that which is like really close to your heart, that you know you can trust, that supports in who you are and wants the best for you, whatever communities you're a part of, wherever you extend your energy, like I feel like those people are also, well, they're there and supportive for you, but it's also like there's financial support there as well. You are receiving some kind of gift, Leo, for good work. Huh. if you're still stuck for some reason, if some of you are still stuck on an old relationship and that seems to be your focus and you can't seem to stay on the track of being like right now, here and now, I would say well, what did we are? I guess we already said it. We can stay. There's a message here that a person can stay right where they are, do the same thing this year that they did last year, and it will just, whatever happened last year will happen this year to a certain extent. The energy of it, the flow of it, the abundance of it, the lack thereof of it, however it played out, the people in it. But I feel like if a person understands, it's not even about that. It's, how do I explain this? Beloved. Because this isn't a person changing who they are. Just because we're in a new zone or a new space. It's not about changing who a person is. It's about being like, well, I like who I was. I like who they are. I like this. Oh, I see. Some of you may have to fine-tune something, like peel some layers back, or maybe having to do with these old relationships, figuring out more, if you haven't already done this, would be to be like, okay, what is my community? What are my relationships right now? Because, and you want those to be, you'll know which ones are that because they are sustaining, because they are structurally sound, right? They make you feel full when you're with them. They want you, they feed you too, right? As much as you give, they feed you too. It's reciprocal. That which doesn't would be an easy indication that, like, that's maybe a place to let go. And part of, even if you've already done this, it's, I guess there could be a little bit of weird in between, because you're fire, you're going to want to go forward, but it's like, be cool with what it is and just figure out more of what it is. Because in the near future, as we move forward with this, like, there's some kind of surprise motion, like surprise thing that happens kind of, I heard miraculously. Yeah. It's a big deal. So maybe you want to envision a little bit too of, you know, use your creativity on like what you want your place in your community or your neighborhood or your job or your family or your creative expression, however your love romantic life, like what's your authority within that, and what kind of, again, what kind of role do you want to play? Because I see you being, again, I don't know if we mentioned this before, but like being, you're a really important part of, you've been a really important component in something, and you will continue to be, but you may be advancing into like another level. So you're kind of, someone's kind of setting up for something in the future too. And I feel like, this is interesting, but I feel like the karma has already been like achieved or like handled in some kind of way because of some previous actions. It's cleared the way. And these two things, these three actually are reminding me of like they're like very astrological. I don't know if it's, maybe it would be a good time to have your chart read, or just be conscious of maybe some longer aspects that you're working through in ways of what's happening. I also see Pallas Athena, if you connect to her. Okay. I would look at your diet, Leo. And maybe a little bit of like what you'd like this year. Like, where would you like to expand in yourself this year? Where would you like to become? I don't know if it's exactly stronger, but it's... I keep seeing that string. It's like something's tuned, right? So you don't have to... A person doesn't have to try so hard to have something that they do move out and then bounce back. Yeah, a little introspection on what you want to cultivate. And again, this is now until April, May. And then again, I see September, October time. Then into December, January coming back around. Okay. Good reading, Leo. I like these cards. All right. I am wishing you the best. I hope this was of service in some way or another. Thank you, Leo, for being a part of this place. We set the timer. I guess it went off a while ago. I just like hanging out with you. I love hanging out with Leo energy. You're the best. All right. Funny, too. All right. Please take care. Thank you for all your love and support. Yep. I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.